Hello and welcome to all of you. Today in this computer class, you will study about fourth lesson, that is formatting in Excel. Now the next point is changing row height. So in this Excel, you can change the height of row using this format option. So to change the row height, just follow the steps shown here. So for this, first you have to select the cell which you want to change the height. Okay, so after selecting that cell, go to the format option, click here, and one drop down menu will open, and here you can see the two options, row height and auto fit row height. So in this auto fit row height, the Excel will automatically adjust row height as per the content written in that cell. Okay, and in this row height we will give the numbers for that height. Okay, so first see this row height option, and one small dialog box will open here, and here we will give the number of that height. So just now the height of this cell is 15, and now we will change it to the 25 and click on this OK button. So you can see here the height of this cell and to the entire this row has been changed. Okay, after that again go to the format and this auto fit row height. Okay, when we will click on this, you can see it is adjust automatically according to the content of this row. Okay, of this cell. And one more option is there to change the height of this row. So for that you have to just move your mouse pointer to this row heading, and when it turns to this type of icon, you just click on this and drag it to the upward or the downwards and raise the button. So you can see like this also row height has been changed. Okay, so these three methods are to change the row height. Now the next is changing column width. So like this you can change the column width also. For that you have to select same any of the cell. Okay, now go to the format again, and here you can see the three options, column width, auto fit column width and default width. So first we will check the column width, how to adjust the column width. So in this also here you can see in this dialog box one number is there which is the width of this cell. So now we will change this number to 15 and click on OK. So here you can see the width of this column has been changed. Okay, now the next is auto fit column width. So in this auto fit also it adjusts according to the content of this cell. Okay, just see here when we will click on this auto fit column width, it is adjusted according to the selected cell. And when we will click on this text button, text cell, and after that auto, then it will adjust according to this selected cell. Okay. After that, the third is default width. So the default width of this whole worksheet is 8.43. So if you want to change the default width of this sheet, so you can set here 9 and you will see all the cell width has been changed to the 9 number. So like this you can change the row height, change the column width. Both are very easy. Just go to the format. This is row height and this is for column width. Okay. After that, the next point is borders. So in this you can add the borders to your cell in Excel worksheet. So let us see the steps to add the borders in this table. So for this you have to select that cell in which you want to add the border. Then after that you have to go to the font group in Home tab and click on this border drop down box, and here are the several different types of options to set the borders in your cell. So you can select any of the border style whatever you want from here, and also you can draw the border, draw border grid, erase the border, line color. Here you can select the border line and the border line styles. These types of styles you can put in your borders. Okay, so let us see one by one the borders and the colors and line styles. Okay, so for this you have to select the table in which you want to insert the line or the border. So I am selecting these numbers only to show you first the bottom border. Okay, so now you can see here the border has been applied to this cell at the bottom border. So we have selected the first option, bottom border. Okay, so whatever cells we will select at the bottom border will be set from this option. Okay, you can see here this is the bottom border only. Okay, then we will select the cell top border. So you can see here the top border of selected cell has been applied. Then we will go to the left border of the selected cell, and you can see here the left border has been applied, and this is the right border. This is right border. After that, when you will click on this, both select this and click on no borders, the borders will be removed. Okay, and after that all borders. So after doing this you can see all sides, all 4 sides of this cell the border has been applied. So you can do in this whole table also. Okay, all borders. So you can see this table borders has been applied to all cells. Okay, then after that there is a only outside borders, means if you select all these tables, the whole table, the border will apply to the all borders. Outside borders. Okay, so you can see here, outside of this table only single border is there. Okay, then the next is after that thick outside border. So one thick outside border will be applied here. So you can see here one thick outside border is here. Okay, then double bottom border, you can see a double bottom border. After that thick bottom border, this is the thick bottom border. Then top and bottom border, this is the top and this is the bottom border. Then top and thick bottom border, so this is the top and thick bottom border. Then top and double bottom border. Okay, one single top is there and at the bottom there is a double border. So like this you can apply the borders in your table or the cells. After that, erase the borders. Okay, for that you have to apply the border. So I have applied to all the borders. Then how to delete the borders? Select the cell, go to the drop down of borders, then this is the erase border. So one eraser has been selected here. Now click on the border you want to delete. You can see the border is deleting. Okay, so like this you can delete the borders. Okay, so the whole borders has been deleted through erase borders. Okay, after that line colors. So first insert the line means border, then go to the line colors and select any of the color and apply this with the help of this pencil button, or just select this and apply to all. Okay, so like this the color is applied to the cell border. Okay, after that there is a line style. So select this, move to the line style and select any of the line style whatever you want. So I am selecting this and apply to all. So you can see here all the border lines has been changed. Okay, so like this you can change the border style, erase the border and insert the line color, line style like this. Okay, next is background color. So in this you can set the background color of any of the cell. For this you have to select the cell. So to apply any color, background color, so first select the cell and move to the font group and select this fill color option, and when you will click on this drop down box, one drop down menu will open of the color menu, and from here you can change the color. Okay, like this. Okay, so select this and this, click on this, like this color has been inserted. Okay, So like this you can change the background color of any of the selected cell. And also if you want to insert any of your choice color, select the cell, go to here and click on this more colors. Okay, so from here you can select the more color. Also you can generate any type of your choice color. Okay, just move this icon to that color, make it light and dark and click on OK. So this is your choice color. And if you want to remove the color, go to this option and no color. Okay, select all this and click on no color. All the background colors has been removed. Okay, now the next topic is cell address. So before moving to the next topic, it is important to understand the method of cell address. Means what is cell address? So a cell address is a combination of column header and a row header. Okay, so this is your column header and this is your row header. So the combination of both is called cell address, and each cell have its own unique cell address. Okay, for example, when I will select this cell, first cell, so the header of this means the column header is A and the row header of this cell is 1. So the cell address of this cell will be A1, and where we can see this cell address of selected cell, we can see in this place, in this name box. So this is the cell address of this selected cell. This is A1. So when we will select this cell, it is showing C3, means the column header is C and the row header is 3. So C3. Okay, so this is your first cell A1 and your last cell is XFD 1048576. After entering this number, press the enter key, and now you can see here at the last, this is your last cell of Excel sheet. Okay, you can see here this is 10,48,576 rows are there. Okay, and this is the last cell of this sheet. Okay, now move to the first cell, type A1, press the enter key, and we will move to the first cell. Now the next is operators in Excel. So the basic arithmetic operators are used in MS Excel for the basic type of calculations. So here are the name of operators, their symbols and the use of that operators. So the first is addition. The symbol of addition is this plus sign, and the use is to add the two numbers or more than that numbers. Subtraction, minus sign, subtract a number from another number. Then multiplication, the sign of multiplication is this, multiply two numbers. Then division, the sign of division is this, divide a number by another number. Then the power, the sign of power should be this, calculate value of another number raised to the power of other number, that is x to the power y. So these are the basic operators of MS Excel. After that, there is a operator precedence. So in this operator precedence means the order in which we do the calculations, means this BODMAS, as you have maybe studied in mathematics. So like this, in according to the BODMAS, Excel also do the calculations. So when the two or more operators are used in a single calculations, MS Excel also follows the BODMAS rules. So in this picture you can see the BODMAS, like B for bracket, O for order of the power, D for divide, M for multiply, A for addition, and S for subtraction. So in this method, according to the BODMAS rule, Excel calculate the sums. So now the next is calculations in Excel. So in Excel we can do the every type of calculation without using any calculator. So let us see how to do the calculations in Excel. So to make Excel understand that what you want to do the calculation, whatever type of calculation is there, whatever calculation you want to do, you want to start the calculation, it has always to be started with an equal to sign. Means first we have to type equals to make Excel understand the formula, or also we can type the plus sign to start the formula. Okay, so we will write equals to sign. So in this you can add, subtract, divide and multiply any of these numbers from each other. And if you want to add any of the two numbers, suppose 250 and 155, and if we want to add this both numbers, so what we will write here, equals to 250 plus 155. So the answer is 405. So, and also you can see the formula whatever we have inserted here in this is the formula bar. Okay, and here we can see the formula whatever we have inserted in that selected cell. So equals to 250 plus 155 is the formula to calculate these two numbers. So now in previous we have studied about cell address. So now we will add according to the cell address. So delete this, and you can see what is the cell address of this cell. So we can see here, this is G10 and this is F10. Okay, so we will write for doing the addition equals to F10 plus G10. Okay, now you can see this both cell has been selected when we have inserted this cell address. Okay, now hit the enter button, and also you can see we have done the calculation addition. Okay, so same like this we will do the calculation here. So equals to this cell address, all these cell addresses we will insert. This is D4, then plus button, then click on this E4, plus button, F4, plus button, then G4 plus button, and this last H4, and then press the enter. So this is the 329 is the result we get after doing the calculation of these marks. Okay. Also in this you can do the multiple type of calculations. Suppose double click on this and change this to the multiplication, this to the minus, and this to the division, and press the enter key. Here you will get the answer of this calculation. So this is your formula equals to D4 plus E4 into F4 minus G4 divided by H4. So here is the answer, 3873.93. After that there is a error result is also there. So if Excel cannot calculate any type of formula that we have entered in any of the cell, so it displays an error in some of these types of values. So a cell, as soon as you complete the formula and press the enter key, Excel uses several errors like this, so which are shown in the hash signs. As you can see these error values, and these are the some common errors which Excel displays after entering the formulas. The first is hash div/0, means the division by 0. So the division operation in your formula refers to a cell that contains the value 0 or is blank. So whatever the cell reference you have given in your formula that contains the 0 or that cell is blank. Okay. Then hash name ? Excel doesn't recognize a name. So this error value appears when you type a non-numeric values in a cell or a formula. Means in this, when you type any non-numeric values which Excel does not contains, so this type of error displays. Then hash num, problems with a number in the formulas. So this error can be caused by an invalid content in an Excel formula. So maybe we have entered any wrong formulas, or the produces a number too large or too small to be represented in the worksheet. Okay. Then hash reference means invalid cell reference. Whatever the reference we have given to that formula, any other cell name, that is not valid cell address. Okay. So this error occurs when you delete a cell referred to in the formula, or if you paste cells over the ones referred to in the formula. Okay. Thank you.